Welcome back to Digital Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. We're talking about digital marketing around the country. And today we're in Wichita, Kansas with Ryan Gates of PANO Marketing. And Ryan, welcome to our conversation today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet.
It's my pleasure, and I'm excited to learn more about all the things that you have going on. But why don't we start with sharing a little bit of how you got started in the marketing and really the digital marketing space?
My background is very odd in how I got started in marketing. My background's actually in film and television production, working out in New York and then LA for a long time as well. But in that process, I predominantly served as a line producer, so doing a lot of the budget management and client-facing side. And as I moved into more of the client services side of advertising, is really when I fell in love with marketing and started making that shift much more to that client side. So I formed my own company many moons ago, and started doing, at that point we were calling viral marketing. So now we call, digital social media marketing, and it kind of just snowballed from there. And all of a sudden I found myself as a senior director of marketing for a national retail company where I served for a number of years. And yeah, it's just continued since then. And now here I am running my own outsourced marketing department organization.
Well, it's always exciting to learn about the different paths that people have taken and the great experiences that they've had, really learning the business and because of where we're at in time, watching digital marketing evolve and being a part of that. So now that you have your own agency and the things you're doing with clients, what are the things you're focusing on most to get your clients' stories out there into the marketplace?
It's a great question. So a lot of the things that we do, we're a little bit different because we're not a traditional marketing agency. We are an outsourced marketing department. And so what that is our clients pay a low monthly rate for access to a time-shared marketing director, as well as a team of experts who are the best in their field. So a lot of our stuff is really operating as the internal marketing department for our clients, just in an outsourced fashion. A lot of the things that we focus on is really going to be around experience. It's one of the big things that I like to harp on. I feel that so much of today we focus on product, and we have to push this product. We have to do more things around this specific thing and get that out there. A lot of what we do is in the federally qualified health center market, so it's a little bit of a funky market as well. So experience is a thing that we often like to come back to and really focus on. What's our UX and our UXD? How's our user experience and user experience design? What are the things that we're doing to enhance and create a valuable experience for our patrons, for our customers, for our patients, and utilizing that to create more repeat visits from them and have a more enjoyable experience, right? It's in marketing, value is the one thing that we don't get to define. The customer gets to define. So we're highly focused on finding creative ways to tell that story through user experience and help the customer define great value in what we do.
I think it's very important to point out the value of an outsourced marketing individual staff. It's an efficient way for smaller businesses to have the talent and the talent level they need, and not having to pay a salary and benefits, as opposed to hiring a marketing person at $20-something thousand a year that doesn't have the capabilities of what you're providing to your clients.
Absolutely. I was just having a conversation with a client that's coming on board right now. It's, you can go and you can hire one full-time employee, or for less than that cost, you can hire a time-shared marketing director and a full team of experts. So if you go with one person, what we often see is, especially in a smaller organization, you get a person who is very good and has some specific things they're really great at, but they're spinning plates, right? They're out there spinning the plates, keeping everything going. Well, eventually some of those plates are going to start to teeter, they're going to start to fall. And what we see is that there may be this thing that person's really great at, but they don't get to shine at that because their attention is spread out across all these separate things where they're just managing things. When you outsource your marketing, you're taking that person and allowing them to really become a general as opposed to a Swiss Army knife, right? They get to go and do this thing they're really great at, focus very much on the top level, on the vision, then utilize their outsourced marketing department for so much of the production that has kept them from being able to do the things they're great at.
And that's so important and so valuable for these companies to really get talented people at the right budget level for them, and really you exceed what that investment is, because you're really bringing in what higher levels of marketing capability, especially with the team. So we really appreciate you sharing all this with us today, and very excited about all the things you're accomplishing for your clients, and look forward to hearing more about your successes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate talking with you.
And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for joining us as well. It's really important to have the right tools in the toolbox. And especially if you're a smaller business with needs in marketing, you want to have great people working for you and with you. And sometimes utilizing an outsourced director of marketing, and especially one with a marketing team, is really a great, efficient way to get a lot out of your marketing, and possibly not bring in someone who's just, again, spinning plates and not really getting the ball past the goal line and really scoring some major victories for you. So learn more about PANO Marketing here in Daily Ad Brief, and go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Digital Champions.